Good morning, good afternoon, or good night. My name is Dino Avatar, and RWBY Volume 6 release date has been announced. I am so excited. So, in my hype-filled state, I have written down some of my hopes, some of my dreams, and mostly my theories for what's gonna happen in RWBY Volume 6. Cool? Cool. Alright, so first let's talk about the man of mystery, Osmond. I think Osmond's story will be very, very important in Volume 6 for three reasons. One is the addition of Ironwood, possibly. I mean, we're going to Atlas, so it makes sense. But, yeah, Ironwood is interesting because he's sort of the only opposing view in the Illuminati. Like, he's really the only person there who's ever said, Osmond, you're stupid. So, yeah, even if Osmond wants to stay quiet and keep his plan on a need-to-know basis, Ironwood would most likely disagree, creating conflict within the group. You know, Ruby Jr. Goosey. Yes, that extraordinary group. Speaking of conflict, reason number two is the fact that Yang and John are very much in a state of we don't like Osmond. You know, creating, again, more conflict. And reason number three is the fact that Oscar might have, some resentment from just being used as nothing more than a meat sack made to dance as Osmond demands. Since the Battle of Haven was sort of the first time Osmond ever forcefully and against Oscar's wishes, took control. So, that's three reasons for Osmond to start, being scared and, oh, I gotta tell my secrets now. That kind of state. He's gonna be put in that kind of state. Maybe. Hopefully. So in RWBY Volume 6, I hope John gets more screen time. Because apparently you have one bad arc. And suddenly you become the most hated character ever. He has so much potential, and I really don't think he'd be intruding as much as some people might think, especially in RWBY Volume 6. It's not like any of the other characters have anything going on. Weiss's story requires Atlas, so she won't be doing anything for the first few episodes at least. Blake is the same, except for her thing with Yang. Yang has a story going on with Osmond and Blake and the Relic and all that, so she can be the sort of powerhouse for the first few episodes, one who pushes the plot forward. And, well, RWBY is in character limbo. But where did we leave John last time? Oh, right! Discovering his semblance after his attempted murder turned attempted suicide. He has what can be such an interesting arc. He can go through. He just needs the screen time to do it. And he can also just be, another important part of the main plot, Because I think John should be the leader in the anti-Osmond, subfaction, I guess. I don't think it should be Yang, because Yang is, the main character. You can't have a moral gray area such as the anti-Osmond group be led by the main character, because the main characters are usually painted as the right side, because that's how TV shows work. That's how this fandom works as well. No matter what bad Yang does, it will always be forgiven because apparently they were the bad guys. Even though she didn't know that, she just decided to, grab Junior by the balls and just, that's it. Fine, I guess. Sure, why not? But John is John. He's the secondary character. He's the deuteragonist. I'll figure that word out one day. It's very hard. It's a very hard word. But he can be the moral gray area and just be the outside view that can say, hey, Osmond's not cool. How about you guys join me in saying Osmond's not cool? Also, if Adam Taurus ends up getting a theme before Jean, I'm going to be so upset. I mean, it'd be so easy as well. Just make a song that's all like upbeat and happy and stuff, except the lyrics are about how he hates himself. It's just so easy. Oh, and one last thing is that John can sort of be the answer to RWBY's stagnant character development, he can sort of be the foil to Ruby and be the guy to help her see that there's more to the world than just black and white, bad guys and good guys. The thing about John and Ruby is that they're basically the same character with one major difference. No, not that one. John is a loser, while Ruby is a winner, All John wants to be is a hero and be special, but he then gets bullied and rejected and is always just the butt of their jokes, not even gaining confidence from his teammates.
And, John!
Are you gonna take that?
She's not wrong.
While all Ruby wants to be is just another hero and to have normal knees. But then she gets bumped up 2 years, becomes a leader of a team that's named after her, while, remember, Jean's is the only first year with a team not named after him, and thrown into all this crazy silver-eyed shenanigans. She even gets saved by fate itself.
As for me, I'll do what I do best. Lie, steal, cheat, and survive!
Ruby's special, and John can sort of be the one to, help her see that, and, push her along, I guess. Alright, so apparently Bumblebee is controversial? I don't know, it was before my time, but I've read all of the warnings the internet has given me, so, I don't care. Either way, I have a few thoughts of my own, and I want to talk about them. And that's what we're here for, right? Well, maybe it's just me. Alright, here we go. I hope Yang hates Blake. Like, straight up just really does not want to like Blake. Straight up just really, 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 really is just always like, ooh, I hate you, Blake. Because Blake is just the worst. I mean, I just want every Bumblebee scene to just be the song All That Matters, because she is just the worst. I mean, come on. Anyone remember the last thing Blake did before she ran away from the girl with abandonment issues for the second time? She said she didn't trust Yang. Seriously? Like, yeah, Blake is just the worst. I mean, yeah, Sun sort of helped Blake get over the whole running away thing, but still, what Blake did was awful. Twice she ran away from the girl with abandonment issues twice yeah. But I am okay with Bumblebee happens. It just has to be an uphill battle for Blake. But the hill is actually a ninja wall that also happens to be the size of Mount Everest, because she ran away twice from the girl with abandonment issues. Come on! And lastly, I really, really, really hope the fandom, the FNDM, because we're cool like that, don't stay the most entitled fandom I have ever seen. I mean, come on, my favorite movie of all time is Star Wars The Last Jedi, and I still think RWBY's is worse than the Star Wars fandom. But, yeah, there's a reason I put this after the Bumblebee bit, and I'm hoping all of the people I'm talking about clicked off then. The thing is that I think the worst thing the writers have ever done is said, we're listening, because Volume 5 just feels like too many cooks. Like, it feels like a rushed mess, because it's like, oh, we gotta appeal to everybody, and it just doesn't. It's just bad. Because appealing to everybody appeals to nobody. Because now you've just killed off everything fun. And now you're, too many cooks. And that should be it, I guess, for everything. That's everything I've written down, at least. So, yeah. Those are my hopes and dreams for RWBY Volume 6. So, get hyped. October 27th for first members. November, 4th? No. Yes. November 4th, maybe. Possibly. I'll check later. For us normal people. And, I'll see you then. But, yeah, RWBY, it's back. Bye.